Turkey Day has changed wildly over the years, both since the very beginning of the Animal Crossing series and within New Horizons itself. It actually used to be called the Harvest Festival, and the way you'd go around completing the event varied depending on which game you were playing. However, as is typical, we're only going to talk about New Horizons today. Turkey Day takes place on the same day as Thanksgiving in the US, which, if you need a refresher for that, is always the fourth Thursday in November. In order to unlock the event in New Horizons, you must have Isabelle, meaning Resident Services is upgraded to a building. And in order to get the cooking DIY recipes as rewards from Franklin, which we'll talk about, you need to have unlocked cooking, which requires you having a 3-star rating on your island. For the first ever holiday in 2020, you would only get DIY recipes for the Turkey Day furniture. And if you didn't finish the event, you could buy the recipes from the cabinet in Nook's Cranny, where they'll be available until the end of the month as part of the Nook Friday event. You also have the chance to purchase extra craftable furniture from the seasonal spot in the left-hand corner. This is certainly still the case now, except in addition to the furniture DIYs, you get those cooking recipes. You first need to talk to Franklin, where he'll be in the plaza outside Resident Services in order to trigger the event. Turkey Day starts at 9 a.m. and goes until midnight, so you should have plenty of time to play around your real-life Thanksgiving festivities. There are 4 different recipes Franklin will ask you to cook throughout the day, each with a list of ingredients you'll have to fetch. Ingredients for the gratin and fish meuniere may differ if your island is in the northern or southern hemisphere, but when you get the actual DIY cooking card, the recipes will be the same regardless. After the dish has been completed for the first time and placed on the table in the plaza as part of a cutscene, you can talk to Franklin again to enhance it with secret ingredients garnered from your villagers. You'll learn what the secret ingredient is by trading with villagers who are cooking in their homes. And if you don't have the correct thing that they're asking for to trade with, like a pumpkin or a mushroom for example, you can earn those items by trading fish with a different villager who's cooking. You're just going to have to go around and ask, so it may take some time. If you want to learn more about the event-specific recipes as well as the secret ingredients, I'm going to link a blog post down below from the Animal Crossing World website. This is from 2023, but the event is the exact same this year and has been ever since the 2.0 update in November of 2021. Turkey Day was a great way to dive into cooking when it was updated in the 2.0 update, because prior to that, we would only be fake cooking for the event in the cutscenes, and it didn't really affect our gameplay otherwise. Although gathering ingredients can be very tedious, it's a fun way to work towards a goal and a purpose. Of course, you can bypass all the gathering by going to a treasure island to pick things up, as you can't swap fish and sea creatures with friends. This is actually one of the holidays, though, where I enjoy trying to find what's needed in order to complete a dish, and the ingredients themselves are usually pretty common and not too difficult to come by. Plus, the furniture is beautiful in my opinion, and there's even a nice green swatch to represent the Southern Hemisphere's holiday happening during the springtime. I do wish that the floor was craftable though, as I think it's one of my favorite floorings in the game, but because I've played the holiday since launch, I've amassed a lot of it. Anyway, that's your brief rundown of Turkey Day in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Happy Turkey Day to you all, whether you're celebrating in real life or only in the game. Also, I want to know down below what your favorite Thanksgiving dish is. My family's a little bit untraditional, as we have some Italian food in addition to the regular turkey dinner, because I'm Italian. But in terms of like regular side dishes that are more traditional, my mother makes, I think, the best cranberry sauce from scratch. My cousin's wife makes a corn dish, like a corn casserole sort of dish. She's from the Midwest, and it's really good in my opinion. For dessert, we usually will have some Italian pastry from a local bakery, but I am more of a pie person. We usually will have pumpkin pie or a squash pie, which is essentially the same thing, as well as apple pie, and sometimes a chocolate cream pie, depending on who's making what and how much time there is to get everything done before the holiday. While I love pecan pie, that's not usually a dish that we have at my family holidays for Thanksgiving, but it is something that I like to have this time of year. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you have a lovely holiday, as I mentioned before. If you like this, please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna go cook. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!